Hey everyone, so 2025 has finally started, and that means we need to talk about what's going to happen in the first half of 2025. And there's going to be a lot of stuff happening this first part of the year. We're going to get new introductions to sort of like new stories and events, which specifically is climax events. And along with that, we'll also probably get some like new limiteds and some collabs happening in the first half. And I just hope during the whole of 2025 that we'll get some really cool collabs, especially Link Click Season 3, maybe. And I really want Skate the Vinny. But we'll see once it actually gets here. But for this video, we're just going to talk about what's going to happen from January all the way into June. The order of the stuff we're going to talk about is going to be the events, then the feature scouts, then the event scouts, then any campaigns that might be happening in that month. Well, with that, let's go ahead and start and talk about January. So January is pretty much halfway through already, but we're still going to talk about everything that happened in January. So for events happening in January, the first event we're going to have is going to be our New Year's event, and that's going to be Mada's solo event. And this event is going to happen from January 4th to January 12th. And for this event, we are going to get the 5-star Madara. Mada is a green card of his main stat in performance, and his support goes creature operate of all yellow pieces. And alongside Mada we get the 4-star Arashi, and 3 stars Natsume and Tsumugi. And after Mada's solo event, we're going to get Hajime's solo event, and that's going to happen from January 18th to January 26th. And for this event, we are going to get the 5-star Hajime. Hajime is a red card of his main stat in performance, and his support skills creature operate of large yellow pieces. And alongside Hajime, we get the 4-star Nazuna, and 3 stars Tomoya and Mitsuru. Okay, and that is it for the event. So for feature scouts happening, the first one actually started in December, but we'll still talk about it because it runs into January. And that is going to be Mika's FS2, and the scout started on December 30th and ended on January 13th. And for his scout, we did get the 5-star Mika. Mika is a red card of his main stat in performance, and his support skills creature operate of large yellow pieces. And alongside Mika, we got the 4-star Leo and 3-star Tatsumi. And after Mika's FS2, we're going to get Keito's FS2, and Keito's FS2 starts on January 13th and ends on January 27th. And the scout is going to have the 5-star Keito. Keito is a blue card of his main stat in performance, and his support skills creature operate of large yellow pieces. And alongside Keito, we get the 4-star Tsumugi and 3-star Yuzuru. And after Keito's FS2, we're going to get Hyoi's FS2, and this scout starts on January 27th and ends on February 10th. And that's going to have the 5-star Hyori. Hyori is a blue card of his main stat in performance, and his support skills creature operate of large yellow pieces. And alongside Hyori, we get the 4-star June and 3-star Shu. Okay, so our feature scouts coming up. So for our event scouts, our first scout in January is going to be the Lucky Scramble Scout, and this scout started on January 3rd and ended on January 17th. And for his scout, we got the 5-star Himadu. Himadu is a red card of his main stat in dance, and his support skills creature operate of large red pieces. And alongside Himadu, we get the 4-star Rei and 3 stars Nikki and Kaoru. And his scout was the bonus for the Mada New Year's solo event. And then after Lucky Scramble Scout, we're going to get the Rain Cloud Fumble Scout, and this scout started on January 17th and will end on January 31st. And for his scout, we got the 5-star Ida. Ida is a yellow card of his main stat in performance. His support skills creature operate of medium yellow pieces. And alongside Ida, we got the 4-star Tori and 3 stars Eiichi and Kohaku. And this scout is the bonus for Hajime's solo event. And then after the Rain Cloud Fumble Scout, we're going to get the Fair Waltz Scout, and this scout is going to start on January 31st and end on February 14th. And this scout will have the 5-star Eiichi. Eiichi is a red card of his main stat in dance, and his support skills creature operate of all red pieces. Alongside Eiichi, we get the 4-star Hiro and 3 stars Yuzu and Adonis. And this scout will be the bonus for Tetra's solo event. Okay, that's it for event scouts in January. So for campaigns happening in January, there is going to be 2 campaigns. The first one is going to be the New Year's celebration campaign, and this is a good way for you to get diamonds and lots of resources. And alongside that, we get the Chinese New Year / Lunar New Year events for the foreign servers, and we'll get a new limited and some other goodies from that event as well. Okay, and that is it for January. Next up, what's coming up in February. So for February, for events coming up, our first event in February is going to be Tetora's solo event, and this event will start on February 1st and end on February 9th. And for this event, we are going to get the 5-star Tetora. Tetora is a yellow card of his main stat in performance, and his support skills creature operate of all yellow pieces. And alongside Tetora, we get the 4-star Shinobu, 4-star Chiaki, and 3 stars Midori and Kanata. And then after Tetora's solo event, we're going to get Iba's solo event, and that's going to be our Valentine's event. And this event will start the day after Valentine's, which is February 15th, and end on February 23rd. And a little side note is that this event is very different because it actually comes with 2 event songs, one for Adam and one for Eve. But for this event, we are going to get the 5-star Ibara. Ibara is a red card of his main stat in vocal, and his support skills creature operate of large blue pieces. And alongside Ibara, we get the 4-star June and 3 stars Nagisa and Hiyori. Okay, and that's it for events coming up in February. Next about the feature scouts coming up in February. So for feature scouts in February, our first feature scout will be Tatsumi's FS2, and his FS2 will start on February 10th and end on February 24th. And the scout will have the 5-star Tatsumi. Tatsumi is a blue card of his main stat in vocal, and his support skills creature operate of large blue pieces. And alongside Tatsumi, we get the 4-star Natsume Rine, and 3-star Leo. And after Tatsumi's FS2, we're going to get Soma's FS2, and the scout will start on February 24th and end on March 10th. And for scout, we are going to get the 5-star Soma. Soma is a yellow card of his main stat in performance, and his support skills increase drop rate of medium yellow pieces. And alongside Soma, we'll get the 4-star Adonis and 3-star Yuta. Okay, as if for feature scouts coming up in February, next talk about the event scouts happening in February. So for event scouts, our first one starting in February is going to be Craft Monster Scout, and the scout will start on February 14th and end on February 28th. And for scout, we are going to get the 5-star Ritsu. Ritsu is a blue card of his main stat in Dance, and his support skills increase drop rate of all red pieces. And alongside Ritsu, we get the 4-star Hokuto, and 3-stars Makoto, Shu, and Rine. And the Craft Monster Scout will be the bonus for the Iba Solo event, Valentine's event. And after Craft Monsters, we're going to get the Buzz Flash Event Scout, and the scout will start on February 28th and end on March 14th. And for his scout, we are going to get the 5-star Shinobu. Shinobu is a blue card of his main stat in Performance, and his support skills increase drop rate of large yellow pieces. And alongside Shinobu, we get the 4-star Sora, and 3-stars Wataru and Mitsudu. And the Blush Flash Scout will be the bonus for the Mika solo event. And for campaigns happening in February, we should only be getting one, which is going to be the Valentine's Day campaign. Okay, and that's it, everything coming up in February. Next up, what's coming up in March. So for March, for the events happening in March, our first event in March will be Mika's solo event, and this event will start on March 1st and end on March 9th. And for this event, we are going to get the 5-star Mika. Mika is a green card of his main stat in Vocal, and his support skills increase drop rate of large blue pieces. And alongside Mika, we get the 4-star Shu, and 3-stars Makoto and Sora. And then after Mika's solo event, we're going to get our graduation tour event, which is going to pretty much be the end of the first year of ES. And the graduation tour event will start on March 15th and end on March 23rd. And for this tour event, we are going to get the 5-stars Hokuto and 5-stars Subaru. Hokuto is a green card of his main stat in Performance, and his support skills increase drop rate of idle gems. And Subaru is a red card of his main stat in Vocal, and his support skills increase ensemble gauge. Alongside them, we're going to get the 4-stars Makoto and Mao. And we'll also get 3-stars Adonis, Soma, Ritsu, and Natsume. And then after the graduation tour event, we are going to get Hinata solo event, and that's going to start on March 29th and end on April 6th. And for this event, we are going to get the 5-star Hinata. Hinata is a red card of his main stat in Vocal, and his support skills increase drop rate of large blue pieces. And alongside Hinata, we get the 4-star Yuta, and 3-stars Tetra and Koga. Okay, as if for events happening in March, next about the feature scouts happening in March. So for feature scouts happening in March, our first feature scout will be Mitsu's FS2, and Mitsu's FS2 will start on March 10th and end on March 24th, and it's gonna have the 5-star Mitsu. Mitsu is a yellow card of his main stat in Performance, and his support skills increase drop rate of large yellow pieces. And outside Mitsu, we get the 4-star Tetra and 3-star Wataru. And after Mitsu's FS2, we're going to get Leo's FS2, and Leo's FS2 is going to start on March 24th and end on April 7th, and that's going to have the 5-star Leo. Leo is a yellow card of his main stat in Vocal, and his support skills increase drop rate of large blue pieces. And alongside Leo, we get the 4-star Tsukasa and 3-star Tori. Okay, and so for feature scouts happening in March, next about the event scouts happening in March. So for event scouts happening in March, our first event scout will be the graduation event scout, our destination together, and the scout will start on March 14th and end on March 28th. And for scout, we are going to get the 5-star Yuzu. Yuzu is a yellow card of his main stat in Dance, and his support skill is Combo Saver. And Yuzu will bring a new leader skill into the game, which is going to be increase all stats of every card by 50%. And if you play a Rainbow Song, you will increase the stats by 60% of every card. And alongside Yuzu, we get the 4-star Koga, and 3-stars Maui, Mika, and Arashi. And to know also for the scout that it's a graduation scout, they all will get costumes, even the 4 and 3 stars. And this scout will be the bonus for the graduation tour event. And after graduation event scout, we're going to get the Scorpio's Venom Scout, and the scout will start on March 28th and end on April 11th. And for scout, we are going to get the 5-star Kaoru. Kaoru is a red card of his main stat in Dance, and his support skills increase drop rate of large red pieces. Alongside Kaoru, we get the 4-star Tomoya, and 3-stars Chiaki and Hiro. And the scout will be the bonus for Hinata solo event. And then for campaigns happening in March, our only campaign that should be happening is the White Day campaign. We should, I think, also be getting a Spotlight event at this point in time, and maybe another limited event at this point in time as well. Be on the lookout for that. Okay, and that's it for March. Next, let's talk about what's going to happen in April. Okay, for April, for events happening, the starting in April is going to be a major event that everyone has been looking forward to, and that is going to be the Origins Tour event. This event will start on April 12th and end on April 20th. And for this event, we are going to get the 5-stars Rei and Eiichi. Rei is a blue card of his main stat in Dance, and his support skills increase drop rate of large red pieces. And Eiichi is a green card of his main stat in Vocal, and his support skills increase drop rate of growth tickets. And alongside them, we're going to get the 4-star Kanata, Shu, and Nagisa. And then after Origins Tour event, our next event will begin pretty much the start of the climax events, which are going to be special events to sort of wrap up all of the rotations for events to start our second rotation next year. And the first one to start our climax event is going to be Izumi solo events. Izumi solo event will start on April 26th and end on May 4th. And first event we are going to get the 5-star Izumi. Izumi is a blue card, his main stat in performance, and his support skills creature drop rate of large yellow pieces. And alongside Izumi we get the 4 stars Leo and Ritsu, and we'll also get 3 stars Tsukasa and Arashi. Okay, as if for events coming up, let's talk about the feature scouts coming up in April. So for feature scouts coming up in April, our first feature scout will be Nikki's feature scout, and that's going to start on April 7th and end on April 21st. And for scout we are going to get the 5-star Nikki. Nikki is a blue card, his main stat in dance, and his support skill is perfect combo saver. And alongside Nikki we get the 4-star Midori and 3-star Kudo. And after Nikki's FS2 we're going to get Hito's FS2, and his scout will start on April 21st and end on May 5th. And for scout we are going to get the 5-star Hito. Hito is a red card, his main stat in performance, and his support skills increase drop rate of large yellow pieces. And alongside Hito we get the 4-star Kohaku and 3-star Makoto. Okay, and so for feature scouts coming up in April, let's talk about the event scouts coming up in April. Okay, for event scouts coming up in April, our first event scout starting in April will be the Centric Fine scout, and this scout is going to be different because this scout actually has 2 5-stars, but this scout will start on April 11th and end on April 25th. And for scout we are going to get the 5-star Natsume and 5-star Tsumugi. Natsume is a yellow card, his main stat in performance, and his support skill is combo saver. And Tsumugi is a green card, his main stat in dance, and his support skill is also combo saver. And along then we get the 4-star Wataru and 4-star Hiyori. And the Centric Fine scout will be the bonus for the Origins Tour event. And then after the Centric Fine scout we're going to get the Cross Mark scout, and scout will start on April 25th and end on May 9th. And for scout we're going to get the 5-star Nazuna. Nazuna is a red card, his main stat in dance, and his support skill is increase drop rate of large red pieces. Alongside Nazuna we get the 4-star Maoi and 3 stars Mika and Arashi. And the Cross Mark Scout will be the bonus for Izumi solo event. And then for campaigns happening in April, we should be getting the April Fool's campaign. Maybe we'll get our merge game limited by now, and that will prolong into April, so we'll see about that. But that is it for April. Next up, what's going to happen in May. Okay, for stuff happening in May, our first event in May will be the Bridegroom Training Tour event, and this tour event will start on May 10th and end on May 18th. And for this tour event, we are going to get the 5-stars Chiaki and June. Chiaki is a red card, his main stat in dance, and his support skills increase drop rate of growth tickets. And June is a yellow card, his main stat in performance, and his support skills increase ensemble gauge. And alongside that, we'll get the 4-stars Tatsumi and Nagisa, and 3-stars Yuzuru, Makoto, and Shu. And after the Bridegroom Training Tour event, we're going to get Rine's Climax event, and this event will start on May 24th and end on June 1st. And for this tour event, we are going to get the 5-star Rine. Rine is a red card, his main stat in performance, and his support skills increase drop rate of large yellow pieces. And alongside Rine, we get the 4-star Himadu, and 3-stars Kohaku and Nikki. Okay, as if for events coming up in May, let's talk about the feature scouts happening in May. Our first feature scout will be Shinobu's FS2, and it's going to start on May 5th and end on May 19th. And for the scout, we are going to get the 5-star Shinobu. Shinobu is a green card, his main stat in vocal, and his support skills increase drop rate of large blue pieces. And alongside Shinobu, we get the 4-star Tori and 3-star Tatsumi. And after Shinobu's FS2, we're going to get Kogo's FS2, and his scout will start on May 19th and end on June 2nd. And for scout, we are going to get the 5-star Koga. Koga is a blue card, his main stat in dance, and his support skills increase drop rate of large red pieces. And alongside Koga, we get the 4-star Mika and 3-star Tsumugi. Okay, as for feature scouts, let's talk about the event scouts happening in May. So for event scouts happening in May, our first one will be the Manga Club event scout, and the scout will start on May 9th and end on May 23rd. And for his scout, we are going to get the 5-star Mao. Mao is a blue card, his main stat in vocal, and his support skills combo saver. And alongside Mao, we get the 4-star Kato and 3-stars Tori, Midori, and June. And this scout will be the bonus for the Bridegroom Training Tour event. And after Manga Club scout, we're going to get the Biblion scout, and the scout will start on May 23rd and end on June 6th. And for scout, we are going to get the 5-star Tsukasa. Tsukasa is a yellow card, his main stat in vocal, and his support skills increase drop rate of large blue pieces. And alongside Tsukasa, we're going to get the 4-star Kaoru, and we'll also get 3-stars Nagisa, Hajime, and Tsumugi. And the scout will be the bonus for Rine's Climax event. For campaigns happening in May, there's not really much happening, so we'll just see if there's a new limited or something happening during May. Okay, but that is for May. Next, let's talk about the last month of the first half, which is going to be June. For events happening in June, our first event will be Tomoya's Climax event, and this event will start on June 7th and end on June 15th. And first event, we are going to get the 5-star Tomoya. Tomoya is a green card, his main stat in performance, and his support skills increase drop rate of large yellow pieces. And alongside Tomoya, we get the 4-star Mitsuru and 3-stars Nasuna and Hajime. And after Tomoya's solo event, we're going to get Midori's Climax event, and this event will start on June 21st and end on June 29th. And for this event, we are going to get the 5-star Midori. Midori is a blue card, his main stat in performance, and his support skills increase drop rate of large yellow pieces. And alongside Midori, we get the 4-stars Shinobu and Kanata, and 3-stars Tetora and Chiaki. Okay, and so for events happening in June, next about the Feature Scouts happening in June. So for Feature Scouts happening in June, our first Feature Scout will be Ida's FS2, and his scout will start on June 2nd and end on June 16th. And for his scout, we're going to get the 5-star Ida. Ida is a blue card, his main stat in dance, and his support skills create drop rate of large red pieces. And alongside Ida, we get the 4-star Subaru and 3-star Rei. And after Ida's FS2, we're going to get Yuzu's FS2, and Yuzu's FS2 will start on June 16th and end on June 30th. And for his scout, we are going to get the 5-star Yuzu. Yuzu is a red card, his main stat in vocal, and his support skills create drop rate of large blue pieces. And alongside Yuzu, we're going to get the 4-star Ritsu and 3-star Izumi. And then lastly, after Yuzu's FS2, we're going to get Adonis' FS2, and his scout will start on June 30th and end on July 14th. And for his scout, we are going to get the 5-star Adonis. Adonis is a green card, his main stat in dance, and his support skills create drop rate of large red pieces. And alongside Adonis, we're going to get the 4-star Hinata and 3-star Koga. Okay, and so for Feature Scouts happening in June, next about the Event Scouts happening in June. So for Event Scouts happening in June, our first Event Scout will be the Raindrop Covered Show Window Scout, and his scout will start on June 6th and end on June 20th. And his scout will have the 5-star Soma. Soma is a red card, his main stat in dance, and his support skills create drop rate of large red pieces. And alongside Soma, we get the 4-star Himadu and 3-stars Kanata and Ibara. And the scout will be the bonus for Tomoe's solo event. And then lastly, after the Raindrop Covered Show Window Scout, we're going to get the Sun Tan Summer Scout, and his scout will start on June 20th and end on July 4th. And for scout, we are going to get the 5-star Sora. Sora is a blue card, his main stat in vocal, and his support skills create drop rate of large blue pieces. And alongside Sora, we're going to get the 4-star Nikki and 3-star Subaru and Kudo. And the scout will be the bonus for the Midori solo event. And then for campaigns, we should be getting our 3rd anniversary campaign happening at this moment, and probably also a spotlight event as well, because they usually do it every 3 months or so. So be on the lookout and also be excited for anniversary. Okay, but that is finally it. We've gone through the first 6 months of 2025. There is a lot of stuff happening, from Climax events starting, from the Origins Tour event, and there's going to be a lot of new songs during this first half because there's not that many tour events in general. And we also are going to probably start our 7th anniversary campaign, which is going to be the Surprising Things campaign. That will probably happen around April or so, maybe a little earlier, we don't know, we'll see around that time. And then we also have our anniversary happening in June. I don't know why I thought it was in July last year, but it is in June, I'm pretty sure. Hopefully I'm not wrong, but I'm excited for that because our limited card will be Kaudu, and the dynamic background for that card is very pretty. But I'm really excited for a lot of the songs that are going to happen, especially for Midori's solo event. I really like Relaxed Paradise. It's such a fun song, and I just love the music video for it. And there's just gonna be a lot of great songs happening in our server. But I want to also hear what y'all are excited for this first half of 2025. What songs you are ready for, events you're ready for, campaigns, limiteds, or just anything in general you're excited for this first half of 2025. I want to hear it down in the comments below. But with that, that is everything for the first half of 2025. If you liked the video, feel free to like the video. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to put down below. And if you like the content of the channel, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Every little thing helps. But with that, that is everything happening in the first half, and I hope everyone's really excited for it. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and hope you have a great day or night wherever you are, and I'll see y'all next time. So, peace.